say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Close to the marker, it's Glover. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
The offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Touchdown, Ducks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And now this offense will take the field again. Johnson wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's going to let it go. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Utes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Craven. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Casper. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks. Great job by the back on the option.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, Did the official see something to bring it back? They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Johnson looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. He'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. The short hands. It's Green. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Johnson wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Might be calling a hot route. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Parker. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense.
Green 25.
They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Now, 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Guess not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking for room. It's Parker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's going to come up with the line. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Andrews. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play.